If you're a member of the Jewish community, whether you're 8 or 98, you've been impacted by the Jewish Foundation of Manitoba, whether you know it or not.
This foundation can really be considered to be a cornerstone of financial support for Jewish agencies that exist throughout Manitoba.
Without the dollars through the foundation, this would really suffer.
Without these supports, I have no clue where I'd be today, but it wouldn't be good.
It's really hard to ask for help, but then you just put your personal feelings and fears away for the sake of your family and yourself. I was born in the country which does not exist anymore, and it's used to be Soviet Union. So I was about 13, 14 years old, and my parents decided that it's a good opportunity to immigrate to Israel. I literally grew up in that country. My parents ended up going to Canada first, and then we followed, my sister with her family and I with mine. I went to law school in 2014. It was just September, and late October she was diagnosed with leukemia. She was almost 3. And all of a sudden, you have nothing to stand on. Like everything just collapsed around you. You can literally just lose your child. That's really something emotionally harsh to deal with.
I come from a family of 8 siblings, so 9 children total. We all grew up in the community. We all benefited from the resources. We went through the school systems, the summer camps, and it really gave us a strong connection to who we are as Jews. You know, things at home got a little unstable. My father wasn't really there. I had a lot of things going on internally that I needed to deal with, and that took a few years to figure out. Pretty much every year I was suspended, or every other year I was expelled, and my mother, you know, I was always there to beg and plead with the principals. And when I was leashed out into the real world, that's when something turned in me where I was like, I need to start giving back at some level versus just taking.
So the mission of the foundation is support the Jewish community of Winnipeg and Manitoba forever. It began with 3 visionaries, Joseph Halpern, Abe, and Sam Weirier. They approached 119 like-minded Winnipeg Jewish community members to donate $100 each. That would be the initial foundation endowment funds. The foundation itself has evolved from that initial contribution to $150 million in endowment. Since inception, the Jewish Foundation has given back to the community over $78 million to both Jewish and non-Jewish organizations.
Well, I first became aware of the foundation actually in about 2001 when my oldest son was getting ready for his bar mitzvah. I really feel that the foundation is doing good work for many people and that many people are benefiting from its existence, and I personally get a lot of satisfaction out of knowing that I'm part of that effort.
So the Gwen Sector is a day center for seniors. The foundation helps by supplying dollars through grants to be able to run ongoing programs, to be able to design new programs.
The foundation supports 31 Jewish organizations in Manitoba, but also it supports general community organizations. So everything from Jewish Child and Family Services to the Chesed Shalemis when your time has come. It also touches people in a lot of ways at the educational level by financing and funding grants as well as scholarships for university.
So I decided to stay in school because that was something that I dreamed of. I can make some adjustments how I proceed with school while she is on treatment, and I need to be with her and for her. But it didn't even once occur in my mind that I need to really quit the school. I literally became a part-time nurse because there were a lot of drugs that we needed to administer at home. For the first year, it's usually been every day, and it could be not just every day, it could be all day.
My brother passed away in 2013. Yonah kind of walked to the beat of his own drum. He got really deep into the music scene here in Winnipeg. He started a production company in order to produce these shows of these bands that he loved them, so I think he saw it as his role to give them a voice in, you know, an industry or community that just wasn't listening. So I didn't realize until his funeral the impact that he had on the music community and how far it went. There was people like sitting there telling me that without him they would have never got on stage. He touched a lot of people.
All that situation really impacts you emotionally, physically, but it definitely impacts you financially. So I first heard about the foundation. It was our friend. He told us right away, you can apply while you are in school. I was a scholarship recipient in 2014 and 2016. It was specifically to cover the law school. It was super, super helpful.
So the Memorial Fund was the first step, and we created that in honor of Yona, and we set a goal of doing the $10,000 fundraising so we can do some self-directed funding towards Camp Masad and get some programming there in music, which was a huge passion of Yona's. We reached that within a couple weeks, which was just surprising, and we were really taken back on how successful it was, and I've decided we're going to open that up to a $100,000 goal.
Our main goal is to get seniors out, reduce isolation amongst seniors, and have them actively participate in community life. The foundation believes in our seniors, which is really important. Seniors that are active do live longer. They want something that they can really enjoy and somewhere where they can feel inclusively part of a group, and that's what they get when they come to us.
The Endowment Book of Life is the most successful program at the Jewish Foundation of Manitoba. An individual or a family make a decision that they would like to provide for the Jewish Foundation of Manitoba, and in doing so, they want to tell their story, and their story will be kept forever in a physical book that we do have, and now we of course have that available online. And they make a promise to provide a legacy to the Jewish Foundation of Manitoba.
I decided to do the Endowment Book of Life because it only made sense. So all I had to do with that is just give a commitment based on an insurance policy that I held.
There's a number of reasons why people donate through us. They received a scholarship when they were on their way to university, and they've now gone on and started their careers, and they realized that one of the ways that they were able to be where they are is because of a grant or a scholarship from the Jewish Foundation. And so giving back is important to them. How do you donate to the Jewish Foundation? You know what? Pick up the phone, send us an email, go online, hit donate on our website.
So people can become involved in the foundation by contacting a member of the staff or by contacting any of the members of the board. Depending on what their particular interests or skill set is, there's a variety of opportunities.
If you really want to know how the person looks who just opened a winning lottery ticket, you should look at me. That was my 2014 year. She was off treatment, she was cancer-free, and I was accepted. My dream came true. That was really the best year within that chapter of my life. The moment I graduated law school, I connected with Jewish Foundation. So I sit on scholarship committee since then. As long as I'm alive and mentally capable, I am on the committee. That's my commitment back to foundation.
I feel grateful that I'm in a position and now can actually look back and see how much supports we had, and now be part of that system. Not just take. It helps me feel full. Fills that empty void.
So my life is nothing but great. I have Dasha, I have Roy, I have Alex, my parents, even my grandma still with us. So I'm a legal counsel at Shared Health. I enjoy my work, so life is great.